Hey, how are y'all doing out there in YouTube land? I guess I'll call you. I kind of got this started already, but I was going to go over it. Give you I don't know if y'all have ever tried it. It's called Greek sauce or Coney Island sauce or just hamburger meat with a sauce and onions, and you put it as a topping on your hot dog. And on your hot dog, you cook your hot dog the way you want to cook it, but usually you grill it. You put it on a bun, and then you put onions and mustard, and then you put the Greek sauce on top of there. So what I was going to show you, this is a quick and easy way of doing it. I mean, you can do it yourself, but Lawrence Park Diner in Erie, Pennsylvania, they got this Greek sauce, the seasoning already mixed up. On the back, they got the directions. I mean, I'm not going to hold it here forever. It's pretty simple. And you can pause it, take a look at it. And right at the very bottom, if you can see that, give you your phone number and stuff. You can call them, they'll send this right to you. So I don't know if you've ever had Greek sauce from up in Pennsylvania, Erie County area. We like to go to Coney Island, Red Hots, and New York Lunch. We've been there a few times. Anyway, so and Lawrence Park Diner. And we bought this there. And basically, you just 2 1/4 cups of water, put your seasoning in there. They say not to put the hamburger in until you get that all mixed up, but I don't do it that way. And you add a little over a tablespoon of water, butter. And you might have to add a little bit more because it depends on your hamburger. Because this hamburger here is lean, very lean, 93% to 7% fat. So it doesn't have much fat in it. Normally, to bring the taste to your tongue, you need a little extra butter, or butter, oil, something of that type. But I'm using butter. And over here, I took the onion, and you mince it up so fine, really you can't tell there's onion in there. Anyway, so and then you put in a second here. I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna pause you. As you can tell, I'm not one of them high-end cooks on television. When I put some onion in the container, I've moved it pretty quick. But anyway, when I put the onion in the container, I get all the onion out. And then, see, this is a little ninja. And it really does a good job. If you want to blend it up that much, but if you pulse it less, you won't be that fine. But anyway, this Greek sauce is what you want. And I put the onion in there. And what I got to do, see, I got to start working this in there. Like that. Get that down in there. Start busting that hamburger out of there. Put that hamburger down in there. Just like that. See how it's getting down in there? In a second here, I got to flip that hamburger over because it's been cooking on the bottom for a little bit of time. Oh, this is a big old cast iron pan my sister got me. Patty up in Pennsylvania. Anyway, she bought this for me. It's a real heavy, and it's got a porcelain. Well, I think it's porcelain. Porcelain? I think it is. Porcelain coated cast iron pan, so you don't have to worry about all that rust. Trying to keep it up with seasoning. I got one in the garage, but it got to be such a hassle. I didn't want to deal with it. I mean, if I cooked every day, it wouldn't be that bad. But I don't cook every day, so sometimes the pans would sit there and get the rusting on me, and I didn't know it. So I still got the pan. It's a nice pan. But anyway, you want to get that over like that, all down in that water. And I got the burner kind of up on medium. I'm going to bring that up a little bit, or bring it down, I should say. All right. And then what you want to do, and now we got to flip it over. I got my little flippers right here. Right here they are. I'm going to flip this. I could use a spatula, but trying to videotape this, I didn't think it'd be a good idea. If I had both hands, I would use my, I'm gonna make it a mess over the stove. My wife's gonna get me. Nah, I'll clean it up. She doesn't, I don't leave that for her. But anyway, so then you want to get the hamburger and push it down in there. And then in a second, I'm gonna show you a real fancy tool. You can get on Amazon for like $6.99. It's all it costs. Now they sell it on Pampered Chefs and stuff like that. But the Pampered Chef gets a lot more than $6.99. And I think it's on sale when it's $6.99 on Amazon. But you can get it for $6.99 because it always drops down to $6.99. So if you wait, if you see it's a little higher, like 12, 13, unless you really need it right then, you can wait a little bit, put it in your cart, and wait a little, and I guarantee you that price is going to drop. They run that on sale all the time. But here it is. All right, I got this all down in there. You know, it's got to boil because you put that 2 1/4 water in, 2 1/4 cups of water in there. And you want it to boil. You don't want it, you're not browning it. It isn't like look at the mess I've made. Let me slide this back over here. Ooh, it's getting away from me. Here's the tool. Check this out. I don't know if you've seen one of these before, but it's only $6.99. If you make sloppy joes, taco seasoning, taco hamburger, this is the gadget you want. I even use it on salad. Put my salad down in there, and pop, 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 and it moisten it right up. It's made by Faberware. See it? Faberware on Amazon right there. All right, I'm gonna pause you again. I don't want to make this crazy long. Usually my videos are a lot shorter than this. But I'll be right back. Anyway, here's a little ninja. I cleaned it up some. Well, I cleaned it up. It's ready to go. I just gotta put it back in the cupboard. Put the blade back in there. Be careful with this blade. That thing is sharper than you think. Anyway, get it back in there. And then this is topper. And I believe I'm missing a piece right there. I haven't been able to find it. It's around here somewhere. And then this, see, it's got a gear right there. That gear goes right down on the top there. If I get it right, there it is. You know? Lord. There it is. All right, so that's my little, that's what I use for chopping up onions, something super quick, super fine. If it doesn't have to be that fine, sometimes I just use my knife. It's a lot faster. Nothing to clean other than the knife and my cutting board. But that little ninja right there does a good job. That's just a scratch. And that's the way I store it too. I keep it just like that, wrap the cord around it, throw it on the top of the refrigerator. And if you keep, I cleaned up the stove while you were away. It was like magic. Boom, it was already clean. See how quick? I just had to wiggle my nose. Anyway, so you keep mushing this down like this. And it's going to turn into that fine hamburger you see at Taco Bell. So I don't know if that's hamburger. It's something. It's meat hamburger. Yes, that's what he got. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Anyway, just keep mashing it down just like that. Now I'm going to come back in a couple minutes. Because I'm not going to keep videotaping this. Because it's going to be, I usually cook this down for a good couple hours. And then, it really isn't, this isn't even for tonight. It's for tomorrow. Because I always found that this stuff tastes so much better if you cook it the night before and get it all ready. Then let it cool down on the cupboard, put it in the refrigerator, heat it up tomorrow, and then you just keep going. And then tomorrow we're not going to use it all. I know that. So then it gets frozen. And anytime you make some dogs and you want some Greek sauce, you just pull out a little pack. I split it up in little packs, enough for like 8 hot dogs. And it's sitting there right in the freezer, ready to go. Well, anyway, I'll come back in a second and show you what it looks like. And as you're cooking it, you want to go to this spatula and make sure you clean down the sides. Get them seasonings in the pan, because you don't want seasonings left in your pan. So you make sure you clean this edge off. See how it's got some nice goodies right there? Get them down in there. That's Kimberly in the background. She came out and gave me a hand real quick. She cleaned up some of the stuff around here. Yeah.
Clean some stuff.
Look, look.
Oh.
Boy, I just got on the bad side of Kimberly. Oh, no. She thought I was talking about this is all she cleaned up today. No, she cleaned up the whole house. I know that. Well, anyway, she cleaned up a lot of stuff, but she helped me with this stuff. She didn't know I was talking about just what I made a mess with. Boy, women are sensitive. That's why you marry them, though. You don't want an unsensitive woman. I don't think. Anyway, I'm stirring this up, getting all the seasoning in the middle. It's getting there. See how that consistency is? That's what you want right there. Right? That's going to go on top of your hot dog right there. All right? And this is what you want. But it's got to boil. See all this water and that juice? A lot of that's got to come out of there. I mean, no, and the way it comes out of there, you got to boil it. Sit there and let it cook on simmer. And all the seasoning go down inside that meat. That's why you don't brown the meat first. Because if you brown the meat, the seasoning will never get inside the little pieces of hamburger right there, hamburger meat. It'll sit on the outside. You want it inside each little crumb of ground beef. Anyway, so if you want some Greek sauce from Pennsylvania, you buy this from LPD. This is a simple way. I mean, I know how to make it with the other way, but I had to make it in I never broke down the instructions Susie gave me. It was for 10 pounds. Anyway, so I ain't making 10 pounds. And this is really quick. Right there's the address. Tell them Dinger sent you. They're not a sponsor. Don't matter. You don't even have to mention my name. But I've had this a couple times, and I think it's pretty darn good. There it is. Make your own Greek sauce. LPD. There it is, boiling down. It's gonna take a while, so this is probably gonna be the end of the video. I think you get the gist of it. Hot dog bun. Put in a hot dog bun. Hot dog. And if you had a Smith dog, Smith brand hot dogs from Pennsylvania, Erie, that's where they're made. Those are the best hot dogs. Let me show you that back. Wait a second. Smith hot dogs is what I've grown up on in Pennsylvania. These are handcrafted hot dogs, natural casing, and you don't want well, some people would, but I don't like these with Greek sauce because they got a casing on them. They crunch and they pop when you bite them. These are real good if you cook them over the fire or on the grill. But slow, you don't want to break that skin when you have it pop, then you lose all your flavor. And these are the ones that are skinless. They're Smith, 1927. That tells you right there. That's something good. And these hot dogs are good. Look at them numbers. You won't find them numbers on other hot dogs because they're full of crap. These aren't. These are Smith from Erie, Pennsylvania. You can buy them online if you want. Have them shipped to your house. They ain't cheap. That's why when I'm in Pennsylvania, I buy a case of each. And I bring them back, throw them in my deep freezer. And that's why I buy them on these. Because they're already wrapped, vacuum sealed. And if you put them in a deep freezer, that's what you want, like this. All right. This is going to be the end of the video. I hope you like this video and subscribe. Smith hot dogs, LPD Greek sauce. Nice pan of Greek sauce cooking right there. It'll be a day before it's done. Well, it says faster than that, but I'll tell you right now. If you let that sit overnight, it's going to be the best you had. There you go. Hope you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe. Dinger 62.